Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Alpha Protocol. There was quite a few votes in the thread with overwhelming support for the epic beard, so that's what we'll have right now. There was one vote for disheveled hair, so that's what we got there. 3 singletons for hats, so I just went with the first hat there. Or the first vote, that is, which was the swamp hat. And one person voted for sunglasses, so I picked the sunglasses, not knowing whether he meant the razors or the normal ones. And nobody voted for any eye color, but it doesn't really matter.
Orientation's not mandatory. You can turn around and go back to Westridge right now. Although that might make him upset.
Now, we're going to start our orientation here with the gadgets this way. And we'll meet Sean Darcy.
Mikey, be with you in a moment. I'm just setting some things up here. I'm Sean Darcy. I'm going to be running you through tech orientation.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
Happy to be here. All right, then.
Just busting your chops, new guy. Don't worry about it. You and me should get along fine, even after this. I'm glad you finally showed up. Thought you might have gotten lost on the way here. Or were too busy beating up some more guards.
Neither. Just surveying the area, actually. Checking out the facility.
Yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, not a good idea. Hitting the guards, I mean. The ones here have a lot of time on their hands, and that means a lot of time to hold grudges.
I'll keep that in mind, but I wasn't expecting to be drugged and attacked.
A good agent's ready for anything, Mikey. But enough chit-chat. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Well, you do. I'm mostly here as an observer. I'll be doing your evaluation, too.
What's that out there? Used car lot?
A target range for you. For me, more like a shooting gallery. Head out the door there and we'll get started.
All right, then.
Open the locker and equip yourself. If you use them all, just come back and grab some more. All right, everyone's favorite. Grenades. Let's see that arm of yours. Go on. Start checking them. They're concussion rounds, so don't be skittish. They sting, not kill.
I particularly don't care for grenades. They take time to detonate. They don't do a great radius of damage or amount of damage. And as you can see, they take a while to throw.
All right, now how about something more challenging? Try a ricochet to hit the target behind the wall. Lob it behind the target and use the wall for a hook shot.
Basically, you've got time to set up a grenade throw like this, you've got time to kill someone another way.
Now, try and get one through the window.
Okay, through the window. Let's see here. There we go. That may have been the wrong window. Let's try this other one then.
Now for some fireworks. Try and chuck one beneath the truck and take out the gas tank.
I haven't really looked for one, but I have yet to find an opportunity to do this in-game.
Never get tired of that one. Now, see that electronic lock there? Use your EMP grenade to shut it down. Can save you time in the field.
Now, for some reason, they have this as part of the tutorial, even though in the game you can just walk up to a block and select Disable with EMP.
It's shut down. Zzz, no more lock. Alright, see that locker there?
Well, let me guess. You want me to place one on the door?
Nice, and just in time.
Hey Darcy, open up.
Guess some of the other guards will be pulling double shifts for a while.
As you can see, that's not actually where you need to go next.
You know those guards you beat up when you got out of medical? Yeah, well, they're gonna be joining us in a second. You've got a head start, so if I were you, I'd set an ambush or just start running. Me, I'd use the mines. That's what they're for.
Just give me a first shot at him. Spread out. Devices. Hey, Thornton. Wait up. I just want to talk to you. Sneaky bastard.
Man, the doc's gonna be pissed. Alright, all done. Head on up, Mike. I'll give you a breakdown on your performance.
So, Mikey, you did all right on the basic run.
Here we have a breakdown of the score, and you can see we did actually get 10 extra points for disabling that guard through the window.
You know, that performance wasn't half bad. Almost as good as my record. How about we up the stakes? Take this to the big leagues.
What do you have in mind?
All right, me and the guards, who you already met when you woke up, pooled our petty cash, and we'd like to make you a little bet.
All right, I'm listening.
It's a rematch, on our terms. It's simple. Disable all the alarms and escape the area in the time provided, and you take home the winnings. If you lose, you'll owe us. Got it?
Sounds good to me.
Just head into the range and we'll get to it, Mikey.
All right, then. Tell your team to get ready.
So here we are. Rematch for you and the guards, but on their terms. So listen up. There's alarms hidden all over the course. All you need to do is shut them down. But the guards are going to try and reset them. Every time an alarm goes off, another squad's coming in. And they all want a shot at you, trust me. Alarm goes off enough times, and you're going to get trampled. But you have the technology to beat them. So let's see you even the odds, if you can.
That was actually a really poor explanation of how to do this. Basically, you want to disable the alarm 3 times, but every time you do, the alarms will automatically turn back on, and more guards will spawn.
Nice, Mike. There's the alarm.
So you use the radio mimic to disable the first alarm, then set some traps for the guards to show up afterward. And once you disable them all, it may take a minute. And you can see sometimes the mouse jerks around, or at least the camera does when you move the mouse. And that's finally all of them, because it is 2 sets of guards. One from the original spawn and one that spawned in after I used the radio mimic. So now I'm just planting a few traps all around for the next guards who spawn in. Once you disable this alarm, you just need to use another radio mimic and you're
And
done.
there's the alarm again. There you go.
10 minutes.
Getting sick of hearing them anyway. Thought they might have you for a second. Guess I was wrong. Alright, head on up and I'll call someone in to clean up the course. And the bodies.
Pretty thorough. Made a real mess of things. In a good way.
That's all I need. See you in the field, Darcy.
If you say so, Mikey.
So yeah, Darcy's really an ass. But we're 20 grand up, and we did get an extra perk for doing his bonus thing. Each of these trainers has one, and we're doing weapons next.
Hello? Anybody shooting in here?
Agent Thornton. Hello.
Hey. Hey, you're the one I spoke to when I woke up in the medical bay. Glad that wasn't a hallucination.
It may have been. Do you remember my name? Or do I need to write it down for you?
Mina, right?
That's right. Good to see you've recovered from the medical room with your memory intact.
Memory intact? Speaking of which, I don't remember where I left my keys. Or my passport.
Confiscating personal items is quite routine. I wouldn't worry about that. But let's get down to the task at hand. I'm here to run you through the weapons training and test your accuracy.
Sounds great.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. I excelled at the academy. This should be fun.
Well, all right. Usually I get a lot of resistance to the training exercise. Or a comment from new recruits about how their guns check out. And then they flex. It's pretty tiresome.
Oh, guns. Right. So, where do I go now?
Just head through the door to the firing range, and I'll keep in contact with you over the earpiece. Head over to the table, get your weapons, and we can begin.
And we begin.
The standard field agent package includes a pistol, SMG, shotgun, and assault rifle. Each has its strengths and weaknesses. Let's start with the pistol.
The pistol is godlike.
Equip the pistol, then aim down range and take some shots at the target. Good aim. Now, steady your aim for a few seconds, then fire. Precision shots can take down a target quickly.
This is also known as a critical hit, which are apparently real things in this game world.
Now, let's move on to the submachine gun. Now let's empty the clip. Let you get a feel for the recoil.
I hate SMGs. They're terrible. They have poor accuracy. They have poor damage. I never want to use them.
Now take cover. Still using cover, take some shots at the target. Accuracy's terrible while firing blind, but it can get the job done, eventually.
It's called spray and pray. Emphasis on pray.
Now try popping out and focusing your aim. You can use cover to your advantage here.
Also known as cover-based shooting.
I've unlocked the door to the tactical range on your right. Let's see how you do against some moving targets.
This is where our actual evaluation starts.
Now, with the pistol, you'll want to be patient and attack when targets get close. Good.
This is actually the first time I've played this and had this evaluation horribly bugged.
Now for the shotgun. Holding the trigger steady and firing can knock down even heavily armored targets.
A lot of people seem to like the shotgun in the thread. I'm assured that it's not bad, but I prefer the assault rifle.
Good. Next. Now for your submachine guns. If you're trapped in close quarters with multiple opponents, the SMGs can help clear the room quickly. Not subtle or quiet, but
they're useless, so don't ever use them. Please don't vote for them.
And that's enough. For long-range encounters, the assault rifle's the key. It's accurate, powerful. Just be sure to line up your shots carefully.
This is my preferred weapon for Rampage.
Watch for attackers from above. They may be out of reach, but not rifle range. That's it. Take the ladder, head up and back, all done.
Good range, good damage, high accuracy. You can't go around with killing everybody with a big assault rifle.
Good, Mike. I'm logging the results now.
Alright. Is somebody out on the course?
Darcy. He's trying to beat your time.
Huh. Well, good luck to him, I guess. Hasn't he already gone through this training, though?
As soon as he knew you were talking to me, Mike, he was in here in a second, in case he saw you as a challenge for my affections. It's like a cage match with you boys.
We're gonna have to do a cage match?
Not if I can help it. But no, Mike, we don't do cage matches as part of the training.
Oh.
Poor dumb Mike.
So, can I get my score on the course?
Lewis, explain to me how I got 15 misses. It kills your score.
It'll do. Satisfactory enough for Westridge, I think. You can give it another run if you want. The course should be free.
I can beat my own score, no problem.
Okay, let's give it another go. If you do better on this run, your new score will overwrite the previous one.
Fortunately, I can take advantage.
I've unlocked the door to the tactical range on your right.
All it takes is a whole lot of critical hits, which will get added up incorrectly, thus giving me a ridiculous number of critical hits and thus a ridiculous number of points. like I said, this is the first time I've encountered this error, so I would have done it the first time if I knew. And you do have to get a good score to unlock their bonus
Now for
mission
the shotgun.
for the bonus part.
Holding the trigger steady and firing can knock down even heavily armored targets.
And yeah, you have to listen to her tutorialize about the weapons again. I don't know if that's a real word, but I'm going to use
Good.
it now.
Next.
Tutorialize. And of course you can't get crits with the SMGs, which is another reason why they're terrible. Do not ever vote for SMGs, I will hurt you.
And that's enough. For long-range encounters, the assault rifle's the key. It's accurate, powerful. Just be sure to line up your shots carefully. Watch for attackers from above. They may be out of reach, but not rifle range.
Oh, more crits. And then I'll be done.
That's it. Take the ladder, head up and back, all done.
This is also the only tutorial that makes you walk all the way back to the door when you're done, as opposed to just sending you there for the cutscene. I don't know why. And I always get that slowdown going down that ladder no matter what I do.
Good, Mike. I'm logging the results now. All right, let's see here.
See, I know I didn't get that many critical hits, but I'll take the extra 200 odd points. Needless to say, that's more than enough to unlock the bonus mission here. And I still didn't get 20 misses, so I don't know what to tell you guys. It's just bad.
That's one of the most impressive scores I've seen. With that in mind, you did so well. I'm wondering if you'd be up for something more challenging. A bonus round.
This course is a joke. Did you scale it down for that jackass? I could walk the rest of the way.
Jackass? Now I'm hurting.
So will Darcy. Did I mention we don't use live rounds? They still sting, though.
I'm listening.
Go in there, and if you can hit Darcy where it counts, that'd be worth a recommendation in my report. And worth some rep with Westridge. And it'd be earned.
Sure, sounds good. Any preference on weapon?
These targets are pretty easy for someone to hit. Thornton could have aced this thing blind.
Give me the gun.
Let's start with the pistol again. Don't worry. We're using tranquilizer rounds, so you won't be doing any lasting harm to your targets. Besides, turnabout is fair play. They drugged you, so...
Now to beat this, all you have to do is get a critical hit on Darcy when he shows up here. But that's not where it hurts, is it? Just to shoot him in the head? Nah.
Lucky shot.
All right, you're all done. Head on back. All right, let's see here. Well done. Critical hit. I don't think I have to worry about Darcy coming by again.
Anything else I can do?
No, Agent Thornton. Mission accomplished. If you haven't seen Westridge yet, you may want to pay him a visit after all the training is done. You've certainly aced this exercise.
And that just leaves one tutorial left, and it's full of words. Words, words, words.
This is a restricted area. The vending machines are down the hall and to the right.
I may be new to this, but not that new. Don't you have interns for that?
No, we don't. You're Michael Thornton, Westridge's candidate.
Hopefully, yes. It was a lot like the Untouchables route. I was fresh out of basic...
Yeah, I'm familiar with the reference. You were chosen not because of skill or experience, but because you're under the radar of most intelligence agencies.
Flattering.
Obviously, Westridge sees potential in you. Let's see if it's earned. So, orientation. You are familiar with the premise of an obstacle course, I assume?
I'm not that green.
We'll see. Up the ladder is the training area. The first test is navigating through the environment without being detected. Following that, you'll be facing live challenges against the agents here.
Anything else I should know about running this course?
Yes. I suggest you do it quickly. And talking gives your position away.
What's the deal with the security panel?
It secures the entrance. If you're as capable as Westridge says, then you should have no trouble hacking it and gaining access to the course. Clock's ticking.
Great.
Course begins now. Hack the door in front of you to gain access to the course.
This is a basic sneaking and minigame tutorial, which we kind of already had with the medical bay breakout, so I don't know what the point of this is.
Always check your surroundings for cameras. We can't have you appearing on the nightly news. Mind the gap. The key to stealth is timing. Pay attention to camera movements, then exploit their blind spots.
And look, it's another lockpicking game. This is not exciting, I'm sorry. Here I'm about to run into a guard on accident.
Over here!
That's why you should have awareness up. But getting spotted doesn't actually penalize you. I think you lose a 10-point bonus for not getting spotted. But it gives you a chance to disarm an alarm, which gives you a 10-point bonus for completing a minigame. So, you're really best off being discovered by everything.
Look, make this easy on yourself.
Every time you get discovered, an alarm goes off, and you have another chance to disarm it for another 10 points. Of course, the mission's not that hard anyway.
Taking in the view. Yeah, well, I doubt the view is what's making you hesitate.
Now, if that guy wasn't actually alerted and had his back to us, you can actually knock him down with the zip line without having to fight him.
I've unlocked the security door. Come back to the control room for your evaluation.
Your score is based on several factors. Sorting the numbers now. Outstanding. Well above average, especially for a trainee. Okay. Do you want to run it again?
No, I don't think so.
Very well, I'll log the results. Westridge can complete your evaluation once you finish the other tests.
Did I do much better than the other recruits?
You're the first raw recruit we've gotten since Alpha Protocol started.
Then it wasn't too bad, I guess. It felt a little easy, but...
Of course, not enough of a challenge for you?
No.
Then I have an assignment for you. This one won't be logged.
What? You mean like a covert training op? Aren't you guys carrying orientation too far?
Nothing about Alpha Protocol is orientation, Agent Thornton, despite the semantics. The penalty for getting caught, however, won't be a poor score. It'll be detention. So, are you up for it or not?
Well, I'm up for it. Let me see what you need. You want me to head back to the medical center? Why? What's the file name?
Jacob. Not only will this be a much more practical use of your talents, but I think you'll be curious to see where in the world you're going to be sent.
Any other intel I should be aware of?
Nothing you can't find out on your own. We aren't even having this conversation right now, and the clock is running.
Got it.
Yay, we get to go backtrack. Everyone loves backtracking, right? And loading screens. Alright, it wasn't that bad.
Are you waiting for clearance? Go ahead.
As you can see, the guards have been repopulated in this area. I told you we'd be coming back here. This guy is easy to sneak up on, but it's not him you have to worry about. It's that guy upstairs, who you can't really hide from.
Get your back.
And yeah. So that's one guard down. As we backtrack. I'm not sure where the other guard is, but then I realize, hey, there's a door here. So let's just disable the alarm. I'm sure you're just thrilled at the sight of me doing alarm disarming mini games by now. But up here we have the jerk who spotted us before. And unfortunately, you'd think you could hide behind these planters as you sneak up on him, but no.
Is someone there? Over here.
I blame the swamp hat for that personally. If we didn't have such a big hat, he wouldn't have seen us. So we've got a clear path to this door now. And nobody in here, thankfully. And look! It's a guard we can actually take by surprise! I got so excited I had to hug him, but he didn't like it. And now we go all the way back. And most of the area is still empty. At least if you're not wasting time. They do repopulate eventually. For instance, by the time we get downstairs again, another guard will have appeared. And after that, we'll have a chance to see what's in those side areas and what we missed. And as you can see, if you do pick up one of the ammo piles lying around, you don't actually get a gun. So there's really no point. And looky there, we have a new friend. Let's see if our friend here will enjoy a hug from us. Oh, apparently not. That's what you get for not being a friend. Now we have dossier info on Yancey Westridge. Poor guy got named Yancey. Of course he had to go into undercover work. And we also found some intel on some guy named Nasri. We don't know who that is yet. And since we haven't actually gotten to the part of the tutorial about the dossiers, I'll be saving that stuff for later. Just make sure you don't accidentally go into the interrogation room at the end of this, or you'll be skipping this bonus mission. Now for more words.
Did you do as I asked?
Got the data, no problem.
I'll download it from your PDA. Were you seen?
Not enough to reveal what I was doing. Now that you have this file, anything you can tell me about my real assignment?
You're going to the Middle East to recover stolen prototype missile technology. Your probability of success is in the lower 20th percentile.
Wait, I'm going to the Middle East?
I've downloaded intel onto your PDA. That should prove useful when you reach your destination.
That intel you gave me, why wouldn't I have that already if I'm going on the mission?
That is a good question, Agent. I would find an answer to it when you can. If not here, then in Saudi Arabia.
I don't like the sound of that.
Good.
So when am I shipping out?
After you finish your orientation with Westridge, It's customary for him to outline, in his slow and plodding way, his expectations for you. Then he'll send you to fetch, like a good dog.
I'm not sure I like that comparison.
Yeah, well, none of us do, Agent. But such is the nature of the kennel you've been put in. Was there anything else?
What do you actually do here?
My primary role is intelligence analysis, but at times I serve as a handler during sensitive missions.
So you've been on a lot of Alpha Protocol ops.
Key ones, yes. I was involved in the events leading up to your assignment, in fact.
How?
I took on the role of a contractor, an accountant. Money is one of the easiest ways to track events. It often leaves the best fingerprints.
So you're a spy?
I'm an observer. I rarely take action. But the smallest event, if analyzed incorrectly or acted on improperly, could have great repercussions. And that's where I come in, to interpret events.
Like butterfly wings sparking a tornado? That kind of thing?
Spare me the butterfly cliché. Guerrilla actions, nuclear tests, exposing a corrupt politician, a rise in grain prices, and... yes, the downing of an airliner in the Middle East. All of these things have the potential to create larger catastrophes.
Okay.
Controlling the repercussions of these events, getting agents the information they need to put fires out before they rage out of control, that is my job.
So when I'm in the field, my orders come from you or another analyst. My job is what? To listen?
Yes, it's a numbers game. But decisions must be made quickly. If the decisions are solely reactive or passive, well, then you operate at a disadvantage.
So sometimes you create events.
For political equilibrium, yes, at times. At other times, to give America an economic advantage.
I thought we were mostly mission-driven.
We are. But even you will see the effect that even seemingly minor interactions have on the structure of a mission. Carry the logic one step up, and it shouldn't be hard for you to grasp.
You like working here?
My responsibilities don't account for that, nor should they.
You know, I actually thought you were the janitor when I arrived.
That would either be an insult or an excellent deduction. I'm guessing the former.
I was actually just trying to make conversation. But why would that be an excellent deduction?
Because, Agent, Alpha Protocol can only maintain plausible deniability as long as no one knows we exist. That means continually cleaning and scouring data, masking our communication lines, and protecting our global positioning.
I understand. That must be a full-time task, and an important one.
Agreed. Even Westridge would say I hold the most important post in the facility. So, in short, yes, I clean up after others, and if necessary, I'm the one tasked with shutting this program down.
Shutting it down?
Turning off the lights, putting up the chairs, locking the door.
What does that mean exactly?
This place cannot be found. If Alpha Protocol is compromised, any evidence of the program must be deleted.
But what happens to the... I mean, is there an escape route, or what happens?
What do you mean, Agent? Be specific. I dislike dancing around an issue if one exists.
What happens to the program? Seems like a waste of resources.
You are correct. If ended, it starts again under a different name, with a new agenda.
You sound like you've done this before.
If I have, it's classified. Or perhaps I'm joking. Are we done here, Agent? I think I've answered all your questions.
Some of them, yeah. The others can wait.
And finally, we're done with our tutorials. We'll find out we go into Saudi Arabia for our mission, and we gain a level. But we can discuss the stats for that later. We don't need to spend it right now. We're going to the end of the words, right? Oh no, we're going to more and more words. So many words.
You guys must have spent a fortune on the TVs in this place.
You all done?
You tell me.
Now you're learning. I have to admit I was worried whether we'd be able to keep you here after you woke up in medical. You gave our staff a run for its money.
Maybe it's their training that's in question, not mine.
Fair enough. It'll be a good excuse to up the morning drills around here. Looks like you did well on the tech portion of the test. Very well. Past Darcy's bitching, there's some real compliments in here if you look at the numbers. Mina's report on your weapon skill was impressive. In fact, I think you outperformed many other guards, and it's your first day.
She's a good teacher.
She is, and she has a good eye for potential. I'll let her know your opinion. And here's a surprise, a positive evaluation from Parker. On the number side as usual, but he actually took the time to write a sentence.
He did. What was the sentence?
You may have been right about this one, Westridge. For Parker, that's high praise, assuming you don't let us down, Mike. Looks like that's it for the physical evaluation. Now for the hard part. Tell me why you're here. Not everyone gets chosen for this line of work, but you volunteered. Usually we have to ask.